Armory disc golfers, welcome back to another video. We have a special disc from Trash Panda. I think this one might be their best one yet. Let's get into it. Oh, it's stable. It is definitely stable and definitely parked. We've got a mid-range review to do, which means that we are back at FBC College Station, still on the hunt for 9 for 9 out here. Scoreboard for that is going to be up here, and today we have a very special disc from Trash Panda. It is their new mid-range that they've been working on, the Canyon, and this is their prototype. And from the very few throws that I have with it, it is a stable boy. So this hole, which is a little over 300 feet, might be a bit of a challenge. I'm gonna put it on flex and see how it fights out of it. I mean, that's a lot of anhyzer out of the hand, and it still came out of it. That is like impressively stable. This is one of the probably top 3 hardest holes out here for a mid-range like this to get to, so I'm happy to lock this one in. Oh, on our quest for 9 for 9, I'm still discovering this disc as I'm throwing it here, because including the 2 throws that you have seen, I have like 5 total with this thing. And I'm excited to discover it because this is a really interesting disc. And like I said, I think it might be Trash Panda's best yet from like a competitive standpoint or whatever. The Dune and the Ozone and the Inner Core are all great molds, but they're all molds that are a little too finicky for me personally to bag. This guy is like right in that bridge area of stable to overstable approach or mid-range. So I'm excited to toss it here more. I have more things to say about it, but first we've got like a 215-foot hyzer to get to. I'm not gonna lie. After how much it fought out of anhyzer on hole 2, I really thought that it was gonna bite hard there. That's interesting to me. I don't hate that flight. It's just interesting to me because I expected more fade there. What I do hate is the idea of having to make like 4 or 5 actual putts with an overstable mid-range, because regardless of whatever happened in that drop video, this is actually not my favorite thing to do for obvious reasons. Dang it. Welp, no 9 for 9 today, unless I get an ace, which is very doable out here. I want to give y'all a look at the profile of this bad boy. This, like I said, is a prototype from Trash Panda. They said that they like the feel and the flight of this disc, but they're gonna tweak it some. And so I don't know if that means that they are going to change the flight of the disc or just something on the manufacturing side, because there is a little bit of flashing on the outside edge of the disc. It's really not that bad. I definitely feel it on forehands. Maybe that's what they're trying to get rid of. I don't really know, and I don't think that they've given us flight numbers for this yet either, but we will ascribe our own flight numbers to it after a couple more throws. Here I'm gonna go with a backhand flex again. I really want to forehand this thing because I've only thrown it like once at like 50% power, and I'm very curious how it holds up, but I think backhand flex makes more sense for this particular hole. Brother, I tell you what, if you like throwing backhand anhyzer shots that fly straight, this disc is absolutely doing it for me. I babied it again, but I'm not missing 2 of these putts in a row. If I miss 2 of these putts in a row, I'm just doing a full channel giveaway. You can just have just the entire channel and I'm done here. I'm not gonna lie, I was both nervous and was probably gonna be made a liar as well, but I need to make those putts. Trash Panda, as we know, is made from recycled plastic. I'm gonna try to get the prototype shining there in the sun. I don't know if that's gonna show up on the camera or not. They're made from recycled plastic. I'm getting distracted by the ghost stamp here. And their plastic has a very unique feel to it because of that, I guess. It feels different than other companies' recycled plastic. And I get that not all of their stuff is made out of recycled discs like some other companies are, but it has this very unique feel to it. This is like the Baja Inner Cores, if you've thrown one of those. It's a softer plastic, like definitely softer plastic, but this is probably my favorite blend that they've come out with yet. Again, curious as to how that holds up on forehand, because for a backhand disc, I don't mind that. I kind of like digging into a backhand disc and really feeling like I'm squeezing down into it, have a lot of control. For forehand, I personally prefer something a little stiffer, so we will see how that goes. Once again, I'm throwing backhand here, and I'm doing a little low power thing like we did on hole 2, which I expect to fly pretty straight based on that. Drop, hit the tree, drop. Ooh! We were almost back on pace. I don't think that I have aced on the channel on camera yet. So that would be one, cool to have, obviously, and two, super clutch. I'm also still trying to figure out the glide of this disc, because I go back and forth between it being like a 3 or a 4, which I know is like super splitting hairs or whatever, but we're disc golfers talking about disc golf flights. That's kind of what we do. And sometimes I think that it's a 3, sometimes I think that it's a 4. I'm leaning more in like the 3 category, but then you start getting into weird numbers, because I don't think it's like a 4.303. I don't think 5.303 sounds kind of weird. It's definitely not like a 5.304. We'll keep working on it. We'll figure it out. Meanwhile, I've got a tap-in birdie putt. I mean, if I had just treated hole 2 like that, I got to move on past hole 2. I'm finally going to get a forehand in here, and this is probably still a backhand hole, but dadgummit, I want to forehand it. And I think that it shapes up pretty nicely. Put it on a little bit of anhyzer towards like this left tree gap thing, and then trust that it'll come back in. I expect it to fly pretty straight on a forehand though. I threw it too low. There's no way you're going to be able to see the flight of that disc. It held up really well. I thought it was going to wobble a lot out of my hand. I'm just going to go rethrow it. Yo, sakes alive, this was so much better than I thought it was. Okay, counting that one, but I still will rethrow it because I think that you couldn't see it over that hill. Twice for its luck, and we've got some really special news about the Canon for those of you who are closer-ish to us, but twice for its luck. Get past it. Let's go. I've got to stop doing disc reviews. This is like bad for my game, because I'm going to end this round and I'm going to put the Canyon into my bag the way that things are going right now. I'm not going to putt with it, but that was a little bit nose up. Again, I was worried about wobble, but it didn't really wobble. It just wanted to stay really straight. And my whole thing about this being their best competitive disc yet, I think it's just their best disc yet. Birdie putt from the woods. This, once again, I'm pretty sure is just a backhand hole, but I feel really good about the way this thing is forehanding, so I'm just gonna try to ride that train and put this one on a little bit more anhyzer, try to drift it left to right and have it come out at the end. Though I expect it to fly really straight overall. I haven't forgotten that special news. I'll talk to you right after this. I'm just really excited to forehand right now. Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, skip. Dude. I mean, it's short again, but this thing flies like so nice. I'm gonna throw a zone. This is a really overstable zone. There you go, I said overstable to compare. Okay, well, the zone was much higher. The zone is more overstable. Again, that's an overstable zone. The Canyon is like somewhere in this like special realm, kind of like a tempo, I guess. If you've thrown an MVP tempo, which are all the rage right now, the Canyon, very, very similar slot to that, which is a great place to be. A really controllable, straight, doesn't want to flip on you, but doesn't want to dump out hard on you either. I'm talking the thing up a lot. I know I get excited about discs during reviews, but I like it when discs fly well, man. What can I say? We're going to continue the theme of coming up short and having to make big putts, but they don't call me Big Putt Jones for nothing. To be honest with you, they don't actually call me Big Putt Jones at all, but maybe they should. We are running out of holes to talk about stuff on, and I still have things to talk about. Like I said, beaded, flat topped. I love the way the thing feels. I candidly wish that the plastic was a little bit stiffer. That might change from run to run. Trash Panda makes a couple different plastic blends that could change. It's obviously flying really well for me in the plastic that it's currently in, so can't complain about that. I can complain about missing that 20-foot putt on hole 2. I got to get over that. What I'm not over is the fact that we are going to have a limited release of the Canyon. We are going to be vending at Disc South, which is going to be awesome. You need to be there if you're anywhere in the region. These disc golf expos are a huge deal, and this is the first time that it has ever been down in the South. They've had them in Massachusetts for 2 or 3 years now, and this is the first time they're coming down to Dallas this year. We are super excited to be a big part of that. And we're going to have either the prototype or the first run, still TBD based on their manufacturing time for these, because they're still working through the final kinks for this. Either way, I'm super stoked about that. I'm super stoked about this. And shout out to them being an orange. No! Dang it, I so badly wanted to ace this thing. Oh, I just threw it in the stinking river. I was like, don't be short, give it a run, get to 9 for 9. Dang it. So yes, as embarrassing as it is to admit, that that was in fact an ace run by yours truly. I mean, this is gonna be hard, but this won't be impossible. I say that. No, we can do this. We can do this. I'm proud of that run. Not proud of the shot, but I'm proud of the run. So y'all come see us at Disc South. Come see the Trash Panda Canyon. I think this is their best disc yet. I'm really, really digging this thing. I'm excited to see what they do with the future of this disc. I'm kind of sorry that I threw away the easiest hole on the course trying to get an ace run to go 9 for 9. And now, I promise this in every video, and today I promise I will not come up short on this final hole. I'm gonna throw it hard enough. I will. I threw that thing hard. Apparently I didn't throw it on enough anhyzer. I thought throwing it that hard, it would like stay straight or whatever. It's stable. It's good. I say that. This is the basket, and this is my disc. Like 6 inches short of pin high.
I will not come up short.
And I don't know why I can't throw past this basket. I don't know what it is, but I am going to make the putt. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you did. Disc golf season is getting ready to gear up and get going. I'm really excited about so many different things we have going on in 2025. And I'd love to see you there. I'm gonna make this putt real quick, and I think that puts the Canyon in 2nd place on the scoreboard. So this one's actually kind of important.